Hangzhou Race 1. Welcome everybody, powerboating fans. This is the fourth stage of the 2018 UIM XCAT World Championship. We are racing in Hangzhou, as we said. While you see this image, this is the Shantung River crossing the city. The boats are getting ready. They are just having a parade. They went in front of the local authorities, in front of the big stage where the authorities from the Hangzhou city, and in particular from the Shaoshan district, which is the area of the Hangzhou city where we are having the race, are sit. The boats are taking their positions while having this parade. The pace cat is in front of them. In this shot we see number 3 on the grid, Team Australia, and then number 10, and then number 5. In pole position and leading the start of this race one, in some minutes they will start, is boat number 3, Dubai Police, with Arif Al-Zafain and Nadir Benindi. They had an extremely fast lap, 2:29. Very close Abu Dhabi number 4 with Sean Torrente and Fale Al-Mansouri, and then as we've seen, number 8, Team Australia, number 10, 222 Offshore, and this will be the first gate. I'm here in the race control talking to the drivers inside the cockpits of each boat. They're telling them to take their positions according to the starting grid. Now they will speed up, they will go around, and then when the green flag will be raised, they will push the throttle, pedal to the metal. As we say, it's not a pedal, it's a lever to the metal, and they will speed up and get to the first gates. As you see, they are taking position, aligned in a column. So we said Dubai Police in first position, Abu Dhabi 4, then Team Australia, then 222 Offshore, then Abu Dhabi 5, Videx 6th spot for them, good for Dani Martignoni and Alfredo Amato. Then number 96 is François Pinelli and Giuseppe Schiano. 46, Andrea Comello, Joaquin Kumlin. 17, Kuwait boat. Number 9, New Star Racing Team, and then number 2 and number 20. The last news say that number 2 couldn't make it to start. They broke a gear case and the fin on the bottom of the right engine because they hit some rocks in this shallow water. And so the last news that I got is that they can't take part into this race. Actually, I haven't seen them. We will see if they can make it last minute. So number 3, number 4, number 8, and number 10 will start in the first gate. When the green flag will be raised, they will go full throttle to the first gate. They have 3 gates split into 3 groups of 4 boats. You see the official entry list according to the result of the pole position that we had this morning. Dubai Police Abu Dhabi 4, the Blue Route, 222 Offshore in the first gate. Second gate for Abu Dhabi 5, Videx, HPI Racing, Pastamato. And third and last gate for Kuwait, New Star, Swecat, if they're in, and Yacht Club Como to close the pack. They will go through these 3 gates. Of course, the first gate for the first 4 boats will be the closest to the first turning buoy. So they will arrive at full speed. Then it's a matter of controlling the boats on your sides, on the left and on the right. In the case of the first one, Dubai Police, they will have the advantage of having clear water in front of them, no sprays, not any kind of disturb from other boats in front, but they will have to keep an eye on their side. It will be on their left-hand side. They will have Abu Dhabi number 4 trying to overtake them. Then they will turn, all of them, they will go to the first buoy, which will be a right turn. And this is green flag now, so full throttle. We see a good start from boat number 4, Sean Torrente, and especially Fale Al-Mansouri at the throttle. They had a very good start. The images say that they should be in front. We will see if it's just a matter of perspective or if just they were able to have a fantastic start. Then, yeah, it's a bad start from Dubai Police. You see the green and white boat is already in 4th position. What a bad start for them. Very good also 10, 222 Offshore, the one in the middle of these 3 boats, Giovanni Carpitella at the throttle and Darren Nicholson at the helm. So it's a matter of Abu Dhabi 4 and 222 Offshore at the first turn, followed by Team Australia. You see how back has gone Dubai Police, and then all the others in the other gates. This is the first turn. Team Australia is very tight. They also did a mistake. They didn't see the second buoy of the turn. They had to correct their path to the left. Maybe they will lost some ground, and we will see if Giovanni Carpitelli and Darren Nicholson with number 10 will be able to get to the second position. This is the very first lap. You see number 4 on the right, followed by number 10, correct. They are second now. Very good start from the 4th spot for number 10. And then should be Team Australia in 3rd position. And then probably Abu Dhabi number 5. We will see, because Dubai Police has had a really bad start. Maybe some problems for them, or maybe they were just distracted. It's hard for me to believe it was just like a mistake from the drivers, because they're very experienced, but we will see. You see Team Australia on the left, the blue boat, trying to avoid the wake of boat number 10 in front of them. This means, as we always say, it means waves, it means sprays, it means bad visibility, bad handling, so they have to stay away from the wake. While boat number 4 has already taken a very good advantage. Sean Torrente and Fale Al-Mansouri, they are fighting for the championship, so the result of these very first moments of the race speak very well for them, because they are fighting with the Dubai Police in the overall ranking, and that could mean they can gain important points for the championship, especially considering where Dubai Police has finished. You see Dubai Police is now 4th or 5th. They are going to turn now. This is 222 offshore, Team Australia. Dubai Police now it's 4th, so maybe they recovered. They had probably some electronic failure from the engine protection mode. Good start also for 46, Abu Dhabi number 5, not a good start. Then 96, then we see Videx inside with the Yacht Club Como, the black one on the right. On the left is Kuwait, a bit slow. And good acceleration for number 9. Look, number 9 on the right, overtaking number 10. Wow! With a lot of jumps because of the wakes, while the first boats are passing through. This is number 9, Mikhail Kitashev, Dmitry Vandyshev from Russia. It's a good start. So the first one to cross the line is number 4, then number 10, number 8. So Abu Dhabi 4, 222 offshore, and Team Australia. This is Abu Dhabi number 5 in 5th position. Yes, they're going quite wide. Then elbow to elbow between 96 and 46. Then 22. Number 9. Number 20. We missed boat number 17 and boat number 2. They didn't start. It's confirmed. So we will see what happened to Kuwait, boat 17. As we don't see them, it was just they were covered by other boats. Abu Dhabi number 4 taking their lead. It was already 2 seconds and yeah, I'm trying to get from the timing. Yeah, you know, it was 4 seconds at advantage of on 222 offshore. It's a good position for them because they already have clear water in front of them, and especially they have a good gap to the second. You can see here, this is the middle of the pack. As we see, it's very misty today. We've seen this morning during the pole position. It's overcast, a lot of humidity in the air, so the visibility is not very clear. It's mainly a problem for us and for the cameras, not for the drivers. They say there's no problem seeing the buoys and seeing the other boats. But for us, it can give some trouble when we have these very far shots and we try to understand which boats we are seeing. First long lap is for Videx, number 22. They're taking the long lap on lap number 2. The communication got to the race direction. This is number 10, Giovanni Carpitelli, Darren Nicholson, followed by Paul Virignis, Jan Tregebraten on Team Australia, number 8. Then Arif Al-Zafei, Nadir Benindi trying to recover their bad start from P4. They were P1, they went down to P4 and now trying to recover. Number 5, Majed Al-Mansouri, Rashid Al-Tayer on Abu Dhabi. Then 96, good position for François Pinelli and Giuseppe Schiano on High Performance Italia, while the second lap is finishing, and we have number 4 with a good lead on number 10. This is the turn of number 4. Then number 10, quite a consistent gap. Then number 8, chased by number 3, Dubai Police. It's 12 seconds between the first two, while Team Australia is going very wide around the green buoy. Also Abu Dhabi, so they're taking their long laps. I'm taking a note as well. Abu Dhabi number 5 also long lap. So we have number 10 in second position, then we have number 3, pardon me, and then all the rest of the pack. 96, Kuwait was my mistake, it was in the race actually, luckily. 17, then 9. While we still see the leaders, we see many boats going for the long lap around the green buoy. It's quite a mess that I see with my very eyes in front of us, while we see the leading boats. Also 46, number 20 and number 22 went for the long lap. This is still the leaders, controlling their boat, drifting a lot in this right turn. You see how much this boat drifts, but they keeping the high speed that they had in the straight by taking this very wide turn, then accelerating full throttle again, controlling the trims to have a balanced boat. The boat is still shaking a bit left and right, or port and starboard, as it's correct in nautical terms. But they're going very fast. You see the setup of the boat really light on the water, but still horizontal. It's a very good setup for Sean Torrente and Fale Al-Mansouri. While Abu Dhabi number 5 is running another long lap, we got the communication. And we're going to finish the third lap of this planned 16 laps. It's number 4 leading. Again, with a short lap for them, they want to gain all the advantage they can in order not to be in the middle of the pack, disturbed by other boats. They will take as much advantage as they can, and then they will go for the long laps afterwards. Same strategy for boat number 10 in second position. They are still going for the short lap. You see, this is number 10, 222 offshore from the drone image, followed by number 3. And now Team Australia is in fourth position. They've done already one long lap, so good for them. They are still in fourth position, followed by number 96, High Performance Italia. This is another shot from above. You see all the boats going very fast, drifting even in the strait. They seem to be drifting. After 96 is number 5 and number 9, passing the finish line, while the camera is still on the leaders. HPI boat number 96 will run the long lap. Next one, I picked the note, so I will have everything. We have everything on the monitor, but also writing is never bad, so we know everything. Then again, number 20 passing the line after boat number 9, Yacht Club Como number 20, then Videx 22. While you see the radio man, they are trying to communicate with their crew. It's very important during the race to have a radio man controlling the other boats and suggesting the drivers which is the best long lap strategy. 222 offshore in the shot, Giovanni Carpitella, Darren Nicholson. They are very good, especially Giovanni at the throttle. He's very good in starting. In this case, he was able to gain 2 positions. Okay, there was a mistake by boat number 3 or some alarm from the engine that didn't give all the output when it was most needed in the start. But still, Giovanni Carpitella and Darren Nicholson were able to overtake Team Australia number 8, which was in front of them at the grid. Was 3rd for Team Australia and 4th for 222 offshore. And again, boat number 4 crossing the line in first position. They once again don't take their long lap. I see them, followed by this boat, number 10, 222 offshore. We'll tell you the gap as soon as 222 offshore crosses the line, which is not happening yet. They're getting closer, you see from this shot from above. And they cross the line now. 18 seconds is the gap between Abu Dhabi 4 and 222 offshore. Dubai Police is in 3rd position, as you see in the graphics as well, while Videx number 22 is running another long lap. This is the communication we got. Number 3 chasing number 10 that you see on the screen. Dubai Police chasing 222 offshore. They don't go for the long lap, while Team Australia in 4th position, they just passed the line and they are going for the second long lap. So immediately the two of the long laps for Team Australia. So at the moment, 17, Kuwait, Abdulatif Al-Omani, Mustafa Al-Dashti are 5th, while they're going for a long lap. This is Dubai Police on the screen. Arifat Zaffain, Nadir Binindi, they have to push very, very fast if they want to, pardon me, I had communication, if they want to cancel the gap they have especially with Abu Dhabi number 4, because they are fighting for the championship. They're just 20 points dividing them, and 35 are at stake for the first position. So it's important for them to gain as many positions as possible. 35 points for the winner of the race, then 30 for the second, then 26, 22, and so on and so forth, 18 and going down. So 35 at stake for the first. They really need to gain position. On the screen, I think it's Yacht Club Como, 20, while Team Australia, as we said, is running their second long lap. I got a communication, but I saw with my eyes. Number 20, Yacht Club Como, is on the screen. They finish in the turn on the other side of the course, on the northern bank of this Xiantang River. And Abu Dhabi number 4 already finishes another lap, entering lap 5 now, leading with a good advantage. You see this is number 96, chased by number 5. Very close, yes, this is number 5, and behind them I think it seemed to me, yes, the Kuwait boat 17. So an elbow to elbow for the two of them, while we see Team Australia, then High Performance Italia, Kuwait on the left, on the right of the screen, and closer to the buoy on the left part is Abu Dhabi number 5. So yes, Kuwait going wide, they can't overtake. Meanwhile, number 3 has stepped down to 3rd position, and 222 Offshore is in 2nd. So for the 5th lap, it's 4, 10, 3 in the top 3 positions. François Pinelli, Giuseppe Schiano inside this boat. You see they are chased by other boats in the screen, while I'm trying to keep an eye also on the finish line. Team Australia is passing now in 4th position. They finished their long laps, so now it's just pushing and pushing and pushing and controlling the opponents. 96 now on the finish line, 5th position for them. Then Abu Dhabi 5, and then really hard fighting Kuwait 17. Well, they didn't slow down for the right turn because they're going for the long lap. You see them disappearing on the left of the screen. That's where the long lap buoy is. Then it's boat number 9, New Star Racing Team, Mikhail Kitashev, Dmitry Vandyshev from Russia. Then Videx 22, Dani Martignoni at the helm and Alfredo Amato at the throttle. In 9th position. And then the rest of them. In 10th position is arriving now Yacht Club Como, number 20, Serafino Barlesi and Nico Caldarola, while the image is on Abu Dhabi number 5, currently in 6th position, Fale Al-Mansouri, Majid Al-Mansouri and Rashid Al-Tayer from United Arab Emirates, of course. Yeah, you see the graphics now, Rashid Al-Tayer, Majid Al-Mansouri. In the cockpit, their experienced crew. They're racing many races together, the two of them. They've been winning times, so that they are an experienced crew and they can do better than the 6th position they are holding now. To close the pack, yes, to close the pack is boat number 46, Pastamato, Andrea Comello, and Joachim Kumlin, while Abu Dhabi number 4 is already on the finish line and going for their first long lap. So Abu Dhabi number 4 going for the long lap, the first of the 2 mandatory long laps they have. At the moment, they have a good lead on number 10, which is 2nd. We will see what number 10 is going to do, while the shot is on number 3, which is in 3rd position. But now is number 10, they take the short lap, so we will see, while Abu Dhabi number 4 gets back into the normal course, and number 10, 222 Offshore, after the short lap, if they can get. No, Abu Dhabi number 4 is still leading. This is Dubai Police taking the long lap. You see that's the green buoy, almost close, very close to the bridge, almost under the bridge that crosses the river. So it's still in 3rd position, Abu Dhabi 4, then 222 Offshore, then we will see, because now Dubai Police was third, they went for the long lap, and you're seeing that on the screen. On the right part, you see that wake, you will see appearing Team Australia, boat number 8, they went for the short lap, so we will see where they will finish. And it seems to me, yes, you see exactly the shot that I was mentioning. Team Australia didn't take the long lap, while Dubai Police did, so Team Australia gains 1 position, and they are third now. Third in front of Dubai Police, but the two of them should be very, very close. Then to follow, after Team Australia and Dubai Police, High Performance Italia in 5th position, then Abu Dhabi 5, then New Star Racing 9, then Kuwait 17, Videx 22, Yacht Club Como number 20, still they haven't passed the finish line of this 6th lap, and they do that now, while you see Dubai Police trying in every way to overtake the Blue Roo Team Australia. Remember that Team Australia already got both their long laps, so this is a real advantage, because they don't have to take any more long laps, so they can control the race on Dubai Police. Dubai Police didn't make it, they seemed to be close, but they were not that close. You can see from this shot from the side, there's quite a gap from between the two of them. We will tell you when they pass the line which is the gap. 46 crossing the finish line now. I don't hear a very good noise from the engines. Seems to me that the right engine may have a small issue. They are still in full laps, but chased by Abu Dhabi number 4, who was going to overlap them. Dubai Police still on the screen. Arif Al Zafai, Nadir Benindi, they got the pole position this morning with an amazing 2:19. But a bad start, and now they have to recover from the 4th position. And Team Australia is the ones in front of them in 3rd position, as you can see on the screen. Meanwhile, I see 222 offshore going for the long lap. So Abu Dhabi number 4 consolidates their leadership because they were chased by number 10. Now, number 8 Australia, that you see on the screen, they go for a short lap, of course. And you see in the back, that's number 10 222 offshore. Which went for the long lap, so we will see when they get back together who's in front of who. While Dubai Police take their 2nd long lap, so they will get down again. Team Australia couldn't make it. You see 222 offshore is in front, so Team Australia is 3rd. Then while Dubai Police takes a long lap, we've seen number 96 passing the line, Abu Dhabi 5 passing the line, and New Star Racing passing the line. So we will see when Dubai Police is back in the course how many positions they lost. 2nd and last long lap for Dubai Police, we will see. This is a very far shot. I don't want to be wrong, so I'm not telling you which boats are in the shot, because it's really difficult to tell with this mist, this gray sky. This is the leaders, Abu Dhabi number 4. The advantage on 222 offshore was 9 seconds in the 7th lap. But with all the long laps, we will see the situation, the updated situation. So at the moment is Abu Dhabi 4, then 222 offshore, Team Australia, Dubai Police number 3, but we will see in the next lap. High Performance Italia 96 in 5th position, then Abu Dhabi 5, then New Star Racing, then Kuwait, Videx, Yacht Club Como, and Pastamato 46, which is on the screen. Andrea Comello at the throttle, Joaquin Kumlin at the helm in this boat. They had some problems, they couldn't get in the water yesterday. They did today, they did a good 8th spot considering it was their first attempt on this river. While Abu Dhabi number 4 crosses the line another time for the 8th lap. And so yeah, boat number 46 had a problem yesterday. They did the 8th in pole position this morning, but probably some issues today as well, because they are losing ground. They've been already lapped by Abu Dhabi 4 as they cross the line now in 11th and last position. These guys are doing very well at the moment. Giovanni Capitella, Darren Nicholson, they are 2nd. The gap is huge to boat number 4. At the moment it's 27 seconds, 0.73. While boat number 46 had a wide turn, and 222 offshore overlaps them from the inside. You see that's 46 on the left, the blue one, and 222 offshore, the white one on the right. This is a 1 lap gap between these two boats. Team Australia in third position, followed at the moment, wow, it's 96 in fourth spot, then Abu Dhabi 5, and Dubai Police, after their second and last long lap, is in sixth position. So far, so bad for Arifat Zafain and Nadir Benindi in this race. New Star Racing in seventh spot, while 222 Offshore is still in the camera, going very fast on the upper part of the circuit, the opposite bank of this Qiantang River in front of us. This is a reverse camera from on the other side of the river. We put a camera, so that's why you see them going on the left. While 17 and 22 cross the line of this 8th lap. So Abu Dhabi 4, 222 Offshore, Team Australia di Blue High Performance Italia, Abu Dhabi 5, Dubai Police, New Star, Kuwait, Videx, Yacht Club Como passing now in front of me, in front of us, in front of the race control and timing tower. And then we will see about Pastamato 46 in last position. Yes, this is the ranking at the moment. You see, that's the right part of the course. The river flows in that direction under that bridge. It flows very slowly to northeast, down to the South China Sea. The flow doesn't disturb the drivers because it's very, very slow. That's a matter of tides. This morning was low tide, and it's not the tide of the river, of course, but the tide of the sea, which even if it's 70 kilometers far to the right, far over there, to the horizon of this shot, still gets in from the sea and gets out from the river to the sea. So we had low tide this morning, and we had problems with boat number 10. They hit the bottom, and boat number 2. Number 10 was able to recover, number 2 didn't, and that's the reason why the Sueca team of Eric Stark and Sebastian Groth is not in the race this morning. Yeah, this afternoon, pardon me, for this race 1. Team Australia, the shot. Currently in third position, you will see them crossing the finish line. This is the third position for them in the 9th lap. Trying to go tight around that right buoy. Alpha buoys is the first one of the course. Immediately after, 96, very good for them so far. Fourth position for François Pinelli and Giuseppe Schiano. 46 going very slow. They are being overlapped also by, yeah, 46 has lightened up the strobe light, so they are retiring. Retirement for both 46. I can tell you because I saw them. While after 96 is Abu Dhabi 5, then Dubai Police, then New Star Racing, then Kuwait, and then should be number 22 exactly Videx, Dani Martignoni, Alfredo Amato, and then in the 10th and last position it's Yacht Club Como, Serafino Barlesi, Nico Caldarola. We will see them. The shot is for François Pinelli and Giuseppe Schiano. François, a very experienced throttleman. Schiano has been racing, he's young, but he's been racing and winning world championships in other disciplines, especially with monohulls. Very good debut for him here in China, in Shanghai in the cockpit with François, and in this race as well. They're doing very well. As you see, the shape of this boat is different from all the others. All the other boats are built by Victory, even if they differ one another for the length, the beam, the width of the tunnel, and so on. But this one is completely different. A rounded shape, a rounded deck. The superstructure has a different shape. The windows. Still is a very fast boat, and these guys are proving that because they are currently in fourth position, and then they did very well also in race 2 of the Shanghai GP, where they finished third. They finished on the podium, so amazing result for them considering it was their first weekend ever together in the cockpit. François Pinelli, Giuseppe Schiano di Cola, we've seen them last week celebrating the third step of the podium, the third position in race 2 of the Shanghai GP. But this is the Hangzhou GP in this beautiful city. It's a pity for the weather because you see everything gray and misty. But believe us, this is a really beautiful location, a very green city. While we see other boats passing on the line, this is Abu Dhabi number 5, which is in 5th position at the moment. Rashid Al-Tayer, Majid Al-Mansouri. You see this is a Victory boat, it's quite edgy. And the shape of the windscreen, it's typical for Victory. Also the side windows as they go into Alpha buoy and turn right. I got a communication. Yeah, I got a communication from the race direction. Boat number 9 has a long lap penalty. And they're going immediately now, I see in front of me, going for the long lap penalty. Dubai Police in 5th position at the moment. Yes, 5th position for them at the moment. Not good at all, because they will lose many points to Abu Dhabi number 4. Let's say they finish in 5th position, this is just an hypothesis. They will take the 18 points, it will be 35 if it finishes like it is now for Abu Dhabi number 4. So it's 17 points the difference. Dubai Police could still be the leaders of the overall ranking, but they will be chased by Abu Dhabi 4 by just 3 points. We will see, we will see. It's too early to say now, as we are into lap 10 and we still have 6 laps to go. Abu Dhabi number 4 leading, but they did a small mistake in the first turn after the finish. They went, after the first buoy, they were going to turn, but there's a second buoy marking that the right turn, Alpha and Alpha 1. They were turning around Alpha the first, but they had to go also around Alpha 1, so they had to slow down. They didn't lose much ground. Boat number 9, Mikhail Kitashev, helm, Dmitry Vandyshev at the throttle. They just took their penalty lap, penalty long lap. Probably they hit a buoy that we didn't see. While the 11th lap say Abu Dhabi 4, then 222 offshore with 30 seconds of gap. And this is still boat number 9, the Russian team of New Star. 3 long laps for them. They will probably finish after this long lap. They will pass the 11th lap in 7th or 8th position. This is number 22 and number 9. Yes, number 9 after the long lap finished behind number 22. So we will see when they are very close. Now, High Performance Italia, number 96, in 4th spot, are going for the long lap. So we will see if they will lose ground, because they have now 9 seconds of advantage on Abu Dhabi 5. So when they get back from their long lap, they will probably, they almost surely be behind Abu Dhabi 5. So they will step back into 5th position. But we will see. Meanwhile, the action is for these two. Danny Martignoni, Alfredo Amato on the left, on Videx 22, and New Star Racing Team Mikhail Kitashev, Dmitry Vandyshev to chase them. But number 9, New Star, is going for another long lap, so this is the penalty lap. The one that they took before was just the normal second mandatory long lap. So boat number 22 can relax a bit, because they're not chased anymore by boat number 9. Normally you lose 20 seconds, around 20 seconds with a long lap in this kind of race. Number 20 is being dubbed, while we see number 4 in their 12th lap. A bit of disturbance from number 20 for number 4. They took a completely different path. Yeah, we heard already communication to number 20. Be careful, because you're being lapped. Boat number 10 is going on the line, while we see this is Kuwait, Abdulatif Al-Omani and Mustafa Al-Dashti. They are currently in 6th position. Not bad for them, not bad as a result for them. They started in 9th position. And so, yeah, a good 3 positions gained by the Kuwait boat number 17. You see Dubai Police on the left of the screen. We will see when they finish this line, because number 96 was taking their long lap and they were in front of Dubai Police. Probably number 96 lost ground. I'm also seeing with my eyes and trying to understand perfectly. At the moment it's Abu Dhabi 5, as we said, in 4th position, and 96 is in 5th position. So Dubai Police Yes, Dubai Police is in 6th spot. This is Yacht Club Como Forstec, the black boat with the number 20, Serafino Barlesi, Nico Caldarola. Real experienced Serafino Barlesi at the throttle, even if it's typically a helmsman. At the helm in this case is Nico Caldarola. He's a rally driver, fallen in love with this sport, started to race, learning very quickly and trying to do his best, learning so much, asking so much, a very humble person, very nice person. We are so glad to have him here, and we are sure that I will go faster and faster every race. So while it's number 3 in 5th position, Dubai Police, also number 9, New Star Racing has lost a lot of ground because of the penalty lap. They are currently 8th, followed only by number 20, which we seemed up. Yeah, sorry, they are in 9th position, followed by number 20. Exactly. Yacht Club Como going faster in front of us. That's the finish line. The noise of the engines is a bit lower than usual. Maybe they're not revving all the RPM that the engines can give, which is around 6,800 more or less. The supercharger should stop at 6,800. The engine, I believe it revs up to 7,100, but without the supercharger you will lose a lot of power, so there's no use to go that much. Number 4, number 10, while the camera is on number 9, you see they have also a small action camera on top of their canopy. Would be nice if they give us their images to see some action from the top. You see that black kind of antenna. It's a camera that they installed while they are, this is Abu Dhabi 4, but it's the same for Abu Dhabi 5. So the leading crew, which is the one in the camera, 31 minutes into the 13th lap, 31 seconds is the gap to the second boat, which is 222 offshore of Giovanni Carpitel and Darren Nicholson. Controlling the race, well, they got a lot of advantage in the beginning, then now they are controlling the race. If I'm not wrong, they still have to take their second long lap, but with 31 seconds of advantage on number 10, they can almost, let's say almost be sure that they will finish the long laps still leading the pack. Pardon me, Abu Dhabi 4 took already both their long laps. I went to check because I couldn't remember all of them. So it's a very relaxed leadership for them. An amazing race so far as they finish the line, the lap another time. This is the 14th lap and they're almost going to overlap also number 9, which is in 9th position. Two offshore took both their long laps as well, so the gap should remain more or less the same. We will tell you it's a big gap for sure. 32 seconds. Yeah, you see that they improved their leadership by just 1 second. The boat is faster because we've seen they took 31 seconds in 13 laps. So this boat is really faster. The combination of setup, the drivers, the boat itself, the feeling of the drivers is working perfectly in this race 1. They started second in pole position, but now they're leading the race. The fact that the gap is increased by just 1 second means that probably they are controlling. Maybe their radio man, the team manager is telling them, okay guys, don't push over the limit because you have a big advantage on the second, which is to do 2 offshore. So you don't want to force those engines, you don't want to force your pace and maybe make some mistakes, but just control the advantage that you have because there's still only 2 laps to go. While number 96 crosses the line in 5th position. I'll try to keep you posted also on what I see and you don't see on the screen. Dubai Police, 6th spot. Exactly, you see the graph, Abu Dhabi 4, 222 offshore, Team Australia, the Guru, Abu Dhabi 5, High Performance Italia, Dubai Police, followed by Kuwait, crossing the line now. And then should be Videx, yes, I see them. And then number 9, 3 long laps for New Star. I'm hearing a radio communication. It's about an overlapping, telling to the slower boat to leave ground. You see exactly, number 20 in front, they're going to be overlapped by number 10. So they are telling to number 20, take care because a faster boat is coming behind you. Gianni Carpitella and Darren Nicholson trying to keep their second position. The gap to the leaders is very big, we said 32 seconds, we will see after this lap. But they also have to control Team Australia behind them. So as number 20 in front of my eyes cross the finish line, number 10 that you see is chasing them just to overlap them, they will cross the finish line. Right now, you've seen the checker buoys, so I can tell you the gap, which is 35 seconds, another 3 seconds gained by Sean Torrente and Fale Al-Mansouri. Amazing race for the two of them. Amazing, 35 seconds in 15 laps. Then Team Australia, here they are from a different shot, but they crossing the line now. The blue row, number 8. Paul Verignis and Jan Tregbe Bratten, 56 seconds on the leader, so it means 21 seconds on the second boat of 222 offshore. Team Australia, they also had some problems this morning. They hit the bottom slightly, and we told you in our live after the pole position, but I repeat now if you didn't know, if you haven't heard. They hit the bottom. They thought they could have broken a gear case, a fin, or some parts of the engine. But the point is that the water is not transparent. It's really brownish because it's muddy bottom. So they couldn't see. They couldn't see the. I'm hearing some shouting over the radio. They couldn't tell if the gear case was broken, so they had to go back, because the engine was dead, they had to go back to the pits, being towed by the towing boat. They raised on the slings, on the crane, they raised the boat, they realized that the engine was perfectly okay, nothing was broken, and the engine itself restarted. So Paul Verignissen had gone to the pits because he thought, okay, the session is over for us. He had to run back and put on an overalls, which wasn't his one. He borrowed an overalls, he stepped back in the cockpit trying to make a faster lap because the boat actually was running perfectly. They improved their time in their second attempt when they came back into the water, but it wasn't enough and they got stuck in third position this morning. Still third position for them also in the race. While we are entering now the last lap, we see the white flag from the pace cut has been raised for boat number 4, which has passed already the finish line. So it's the last lap for boat number 4 of Abu Dhabi, of Sean Torrente and Fale Al-Mansouri. Number 10 crossing the line now in second position, 38 seconds is the gap. Finally, they've been able to overtake number 20. There's been a bit of fighting between the two of them, even if they were not in the same lap. So this is like a parade lap, because with 38 seconds of advantage, it's difficult that anything could happen. So Sean Torrente and Fale Al-Mansouri in their last lap of this race 1 of the Hangzhou GP, while Team Australia is third at the moment, and Abu Dhabi 5 crossing the line and getting the white flag of the last lap. Abu Dhabi 4 in first position, they are already in the middle of their lap. 1 minute 20 for them out of 2 minutes and 30 of lap, so they are exactly half of the circuit. An easy last lap for them. You just need to keep your nerves calm. Normally they tell me that they tell us that in these situations they just let's say pray that nothing breaks on the boat, that everything works perfectly until the end, because there's nothing more you can do. You don't need to push too much, you don't need to to control the opponents, because you have a good advantage on the second, and you just hope that everything works perfectly. So, as I see number 22 crossing the line, and number 9 is their 16th lap, they get the white flag. This is Abu Dhabi number 4, the last slight left turn, the yellow buoy, and now full throttle, and they have to go across the finish line. The job is done. Amazing result for Abu Dhabi number 4, Sean Torrente and Fale Al Mansouri. Beautiful win for them. Beautiful win because they dominated this race. They started in second position, they were immediately first, then they took a lot of advantage in order to get back into the short laps after the long laps to still maintain their position, and then it was just a matter of controlling. What a performance for Sean Torrente and Fale Al Mansouri. Perfect setup, perfect feeling between the two of them, perfect boat, perfect engines, perfect everything. A perfect race one in Hangzhou. Second on the screen, finishing the race now, number 10. Very good, Giovanni Carpitella and Darren Nicholson on 222 offshore as they finish in second position. This is overlapped. They get the checker flag, but with 1 lap gap on the first. And Team Australia arriving now. Paul Viring-Nielsen, Jan Trygve Bratthen from Norway on this Australian boat owned by Brett Lurman. We say hi to Brett, finishing in third position, so another podium for them. Abu Dhabi number 5 in fourth spot, Rashid Al Tayer, Majid Al Mansouri. They can be happy, but not that happy because their buddies in boat number 4 won the race, and because they're losing some ground in the championship to their buddies. 96 now, François Pinelli, Giuseppe Schiano Di Cola, another good result after the amazing podium in race 2 in Shanghai. Now a 5th spot here in race 1 in Hangzhou. Very well done for the two of them on High Performance Italia. Dubai Police is the biggest disappointment of the day. Arif Al Zafein, Nadir Binindi, 6th position. This means only 18 points for them. Very disappointing in terms of overall ranking. In a while I will calculate and I will tell you what is the situation in the overall ranking. Of course it's provisional because it needs to be signed and approved by all the commissions, the officials, pardon. But I will tell you the provisional overall ranking. Boat number 22, Dani Martinino and Fred Amato on Videx completing. New Star Racing, Mikhail Kiteshev, Dmitry Vandyshev from Russia completing on their boat number 9. And that should be it, because number 20 was already dubbed, so they got already the checker flag. So yes, 46 got retired, 22 didn't start. So that's the end of the race. And while we have Abu Dhabi 4, you see Sean Torrente on the right and Fale Al Mansouri on the left, waiting to receive the flag to celebrate their victory. As we hear instructions for the boats in order to reach the podium. You see these guys, they're both racing under the UAE flag, but Sean Torrente is from USA. Fale Al Mansouri, of course, is from the UAE. Amazing victory for them. 222 offshore, you see in the back, they are sitting outside. We see Giovanni Carpitella and Darren Nicholson. Then we see all of the others in this milling area, resting under the bridge on the left of the course. This is the drone shot. So let me try and calculate some points for the overall ranking. Dubai Police was 163, as they get 15 points, 178, but most important, Abu Dhabi number 4, 143, as they get 35 points, and this is 178. So it's a tie, the first position of the championship, provisional as we said, but it should be like this because of the 6th place for Dubai Police. Arif Al Zafein, Nadir Binindi are still in the leading position, but together with Abu Dhabi 4. It couldn't be more thrilling than this, because these two boats have been chasing each other in the last races, and now they are both leading the championship with the very same number of points. Amazing, 178 for the two of them. Abu Dhabi number 5 was 132, as they finish in 4th position, so they get 22 points. This means 154 for them. We see the blue row, they were fourth, 126. With the third position, 26 points, they go to 152. So they maintain the fourth position, but just 2 points behind Abu Dhabi number 5. 222 offshore, instead, they did the beautiful second, 30 points for them. They consolidate their fifth position, 137. And so on and so forth with all the others. So keep it, take it as a provisional overall ranking, but it's 178 for Dubai Police, 178, so a tie for Abu Dhabi number 4. These two are leading the overall championship. In third position, Abu Dhabi number 5 with 154, then Team Australia, the Blue Roux, 152, and then 222 offshore, Giovanni Carpitella, Joachim Kumlin, 137, and then all the others. So now, I'm trying to move to the podium and try to get some quotes from the drivers as they step out of their cockpits. Thank you for following us live on this race. Stay with us because we are trying to move and be again live from the podium. And then don't forget that tomorrow there will be race 2 here from Hangzhou. Thank you. Okay, then we are live. We arrived on the pontoon right after this amazing race, and we just see in front of us the two drivers of boat number 4, Abu Dhabi 4, Fale Al-Mansouri, Sean Torrenti. What an amazing race, guys.
Thank you so much. Man, it was one of the best starts we've ever had. It was perfect. Yeah. And Fale did a great job in the first corner and then did a great job in the race. We made a real big gap and then we just managed.
And then we just relax until finish the race. We don't need to do any mistakes. So Sean, my partner, is a good driver. So because that one we get first.
The last 5 laps again, we're just, brutal. We're just staying away from the buoy, maintaining a good pace because as a racing driver, you can't go too slow because you go slow, you lose the, your rhythm. So we were in a good rhythm and he's like, the gap is big, slow down. We're in a good rhythm. Yeah. So, but it's great. Again, Abu Dhabi does a great job for us. They give us the best possible boat.
I have goosebumps myself because I can really feel the feelings that you're...
I don't know the points. How many points is 6? Because I don't even know.
Okay, so I calculated the provisional, because it's always provisional until the last sign. You should be the same points as Dubai number 3 at 178, because they did 6th.
That's what I'm talking about, yes.
It's going to be a very big fight with the two of them.
No problem. Listen, we expect nothing less. It's great, but you know what? We have the chance, and that's all that we ask. Right?
We have,
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, congratulations, guys. Thank you. Great race. We've seen, I wasn't joking, I had actually goosebumps because I could feel their emotion and their happiness and the tension that they still had, the adrenaline that was pumping through their veins. I hope that you could feel it as well. Behind the camera, pardon me if I make you move, we have Giovanni Carpitella, we see here, smoking his very healthy cigarette because it's not a real cigarette. Giovanni, congratulations, you and Darren did an amazing second place.
Yeah, it was a fantastic start as usual when I don't have alarm. So
we have to move a bit because there's boats being moved.
We jump really in the front, and then we are busy also to pass number 4, but we don't have the long propeller, so the setup is not correct. In the end, we arrive in the RPM limit before 500 meters before the gate, the first turn. And so nothing. I had to give the space to number 4, and then we turn and we maintain our position.
Still, that's almost typical of you. You had a very good start at the beginning at the green flag.
Yeah, I have a lot of start in my life. The boat helped me because the boat have a quite good acceleration. So in this kind of a condition, I'm quite sure also tomorrow we can have a good start. Unfortunately, we don't have the right propeller that we have broke this morning.
Okay, anyway, congratulations. Beautiful second place for Giovanni and Darren Nicholson. We move around, we see Team Australia over there. We can have a word with them, maybe. Can we make it to chase them? I can do it easier for me, for the camera, I know it's quite heavy. But you see, this is live action. As we see the two of them, yeah, we stop you again, guys. So in the end, how was the race? You finished third. Are you happy with the result?
Yeah, we had some trouble earlier in the pole position, as you know. So the result is what we could achieve today, and we are very happy with the podium. And JT did a fantastic job on the wheel, so made my life much more easier. So it was very good.
And you also gained some points on Dubai Police because they did 6th, so you step up towards them in the ranking.
Yeah. That's good. So it will be exciting tomorrow to see how it goes, and hopefully we can climb even further up. But first some testing tomorrow morning, and then we will be back.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations for this podium. Thank you to Paul Veregnis and Jan Terje Braten from Norway on this Australian boat. And yeah, this was the quotes really just as they stepped out of the cockpit. You see they are moving now, they are going back to the pits. They even have to drink some water because you lose a lot of liquids in this race. It's really hot in the cockpit. I think for us, it's okay. We got the quotes from the winning ones. We will see the podium, and let's not forget that tomorrow there is race 2. So the first boats to start will be, of course, Abu Dhabi number 4, the winning ones, then 222 offshore. And then, while there is big maneuvers happening here, because they have to move all the boats, take them back to the dry pits. As we said, the second position will be boat number 10, and then in third position is the one that we just see, Team Australia. Then Abu Dhabi 5 to close the first gate. A good 96 with François Pinelli and Giuseppe Schiano di Cola will start 5th, and then 6th Dubai Police. Bad start for them today, bad race. So tomorrow they will start in 6th position, and we will see, because this is really important for the championship. So for me, it's okay. Stay tuned, always follow us, and don't forget race 2 tomorrow.
Dove c'è quello metto gli arancioni?